Police say messengers carrying the marijuana in white envelopes were dispatched from a comic book store front on Hudson Street to deliver the orders. They traveled, according to police, on bikes to the customers and handed it over on the street. The plan is such a bold one, it's hard to believe they could get away with it for so long.
Marijuana is really not a serious drug or a serious offense.
Acting on a tip, the police kept a surveillance on the operation for 6 weeks. That and undercover buys resulted in the arrests made today at the Hudson Street address.
Police investigation continues today into the mysterious death of Dr. Charles Bourne. Allegations have surfaced indicating that Dr. Bourne may have in fact been murdered. Police have several suspects in mind, but refuse to reveal their information pending further investigation. Channel 44 has learned that these suspects may have in fact worked closely with Bourne on his AIDS project 6 years ago. Dr. Bourne's daughter, Dr. Jeanette Bourne, claims that her father had no known enemies and in fact was a true humanitarian.
These people are suffering from serious illnesses. Some are dying.
The marijuana helps the pain go away.
The federal government says...
Doing here so early? The doctor wants him there early. Listen, I'm gonna need your help. Who is this guy? I don't know, I just make the deliveries.
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages that you've had. And in consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all my judgments. It was a matter of chance that I should have decided to spend the summer on that slender, riotous island which juts out into the great wet barnyard of Long Island Sound, 20 miles due east of New York. I lived at West Egg on the, well, less fashionable side of the Courtesy Bay, and my cousin Daisy Buchanan lived in one of the glitter...
The Man Who Had Found the Cure for AIDS Has Died is the title of his book. As most of you already know, Dr. Charles Bourne died 6 years ago in a laboratory explosion in downtown Manhattan. Well, today we have with us Dr. Lewis Katz, former assistant. Dr. Katz, as you told me earlier today, you and your team are continuing work on Dr. Bourne's AIDS research.
Well, Dr. Charles Bourne died in a terrible explosion that left all his scientific work destroyed. Thanks to a safe deposit box that we were able to recollect part of a written research that he made about AIDS.
Dr. Katz, the police found evidence that it's possible that Dr. Bourne was murdered.
Personally, I don't think that such evidence exists. As it was announced 6 years ago, Dr. Charles Bourne died in the explosion, as it was stated. I feel that he died because the government just didn't care. That's why we're here today on television, to open up minds and realize Dr. Charles Bourne's dream and finish.
Please, let's not start one of those.
Nick, have you read that book, The Rise of the Colored Empires by Godard?
Why, no.
Well, it's a fine book, and everyone ought to read it. See, the point is that if we don't watch out, the white race will be utterly submerged. No, that's so. It's up to us who are the dominant race to watch out, or these other races will have control of things.
We've got to beat them down.
Now, Daisy, it has all been scientifically proved. You see, we're Nordics. You are, and I am, and